My wedding planner stole my entire life savings and my fiancé 2 weeks before my dream wedding. Today, I discovered she's actually my long-lost sister, and she's been plotting this revenge for 20 years. I stare at the DNA test results on my phone, my hands shaking. The cosmere around me blurs as tears fill my eyes. 28 years of being an only child, and now this, I see you got my little gift. A familiar voice says Rachel. My ex-wedding planner slides into the seat across from me, looking flawless in her usual designer outfit. The same outfit I'd once admired, not knowing it was probably bought with my money. It's all I can manage to say. You really want to know, Olivia? She leans forward, her perfectly manicured fingers wrapping around my untouched lode. Ask Mom and Dad about the 15th of July, 1995. Ask them about the baby they gave away so they could keep their perfect country club lifestyle. My stomach drops. You are lying, am I? She pulls out her own phone, showing me an identical DNA test, 94% match perk, little sister bet. They never mentioned having another daughter while they were funding your fancy private school education or buying you that Mercedes for your sweet 16. The worst part, deep down, I know she's telling the truth. It explains the old photos I found in Mom's closet last month, the ones she snatched away before I could really look, the hushed arguments I'd sometimes overhear late at night, the way Dad always changed the subject when anyone mentioned adoption, the money Tyler flank. My voice breaks thinking about my fiancé day now, probably on that Bali honeymoon we planned with her. Oh, that, Rachel laughs. But here is no warmth in it. Consider it 28 years of missed birthday presents and Tyler. Let's just say it didn't take much convincing once he saw my trust fund, the one that should have been split between us. You are insane, I whisper, but my world is already crumbling. Every perfect memory of my childhood is being rewritten. Every family dinner, every Christmas morning. There should have been another stocking on the fireplace. No, I'm just getting started. Rachel stands up, smoothing her silk blouse. Mom and Dad's 30th anniversary party is next weekend, right at the country club. Her smile turns razor sharp. I think it's time for a family reunion, don't you? As she walks away, my phone buzzes with a text from Mom. Honey, did you pick up my anniversary gift yet? I stare at the message, then at Rachel's retreating back. For the first time in my life, I understand what it means to hate someone you are supposed to love. But Rachel's not the only one who can play this game. I open my banking app. My accounts are drained, but my parents' anniversary gift sits in my purse. A USB drive containing their entire financial history. The one Dad asked me to organize for their estate planning. 20 years of tax records, investment accounts. And I'm willing to bet a very interesting paper trail about what happened in 1995. Rachel might have taken my wedding, my money, and my fiancé, but she just gave me something far more valuable, the truth. And if she wants to turn their anniversary party into a battleground, fine. But she's not the only sister who knows how to destroy a perfect family facade. I text Mom back. Don't worry, I have something special planned. Game on, big sister. Let's see who really inherited Mom's talent for social destruction. My phone buzzes again. A notification from my bank. A wire transfer of $250,000 has just been deposited into my account. The sender unknown. Below it, a message. Some people deserve to lose everything. Rush your side wisely. Or I delete the notification and order another latte. This time I am going to need the extra shot of fresa, because in 1 week I have to decide. Do I expose the parents who lied to me my entire life or the sister who ruined mine to punish them? Either way, someone's perfect world is about to shatter, and for the first time in my life I am not sure if I want to be the good daughter anymore. The country club's parking lot looks exactly like it did when I was 16, learning to park Mom's Mercedes between porches and Aunt Dewey's. Now sitting in my rental Toya, I feel like an outsider looking in. My phone lights up with another notification from my bank account. Rachel's gift still sitting there untouched. Next to it, the text from Mom. Darling, are you coming to lunch? The wedding vendors keep calling about refunds. Of course they're worried about money. Not their daughter's broken heart, not the fact that I barely left my apartment in 2 weeks. Just the country club gossip and their precious deposits. I click on the folder I've labeled 1995 on my laptop. Dad's meticulous record keeping is finally working against him. Hospital bills, legal documents, a series of large payments to an adoption agency, and most damning monthly transfers to an account labeled RM Trust that stopped abruptly last year. They'd been paying her off until they weren't. Miss Harrison. A young valet taps on my window looking concerned. Would you like me to park your car? I force a smile. No thanks, Tommy. I remember how his eyes widen with recognition. Sorry, Olivia, dreading recognize you and fuck a car worth less than a country club membership. I finish for him, Thad. Life's funny that way inside. The club dining room is a sea of messaby and judgment. Mom holds court at her usual table, surrounded by her weekly lunch group. The same women who watched me grow up, who sent expensive wedding gifts that are now sitting in storage. Olivia, Mom air kisses my cheeks, her grip on my arm just tight enough to hurt. We were just discussing the plight situation. Caroline's daughter is newly single, and she knows the most wonderful therapist. I don't need therapy. Mom, I slide into my seat, very aware of the whispers around us. I need answers. Don't be dramatic, dear. The waiter's watching like they watched when you gave away your first daughter. Mom's Perrier freezes halfway to her lips. The whispers stop. In the sudden silence, I can hear someone's tennis bracelet clicking against a water glass. I found the papers. I continue, my voice low but clear. Everything. The hospital records, the adoption agency, the trust fund payments. Rachel Mitchell isn't just my wedding planner, is she? Mom's perfect makeup can't hide how pale she's become. Not here, she hisses. Why not here? Isn't this where all our family decisions happen? Between the salmon tartare and gossip about who's divorcing? Who? Your father and I did what we had to do, she says finally, her voice barely a whisper. We were 22. His father threatened to cut him off. My parents' finches swallows hard. We couldn't keep both of you, so you chose. We gave her everything she needed. The best schools, monthly payments, everything except a family. The words taste bitter, and now she's taken everything from me. Poetic, right? Mom's hands shake as she reaches for her phone. I'm calling your father. Don't bother. I stand up, dropping the USB drive on the table. Everything's in there. You might want to look at it before the anniversary party. Rachel's coming. By the way, she says she has a speech prepared. You can't, Mom starts, but I am already walking away. Outside, the summer air feels thick with memories. How many times had I celebrated here? Birthdays, graduations, the day Tyler proposed, one all picture perfect moments in a family album that was missing half its pages. My phone buzzes with a text from an unknown number. How'd Mom like lunch? Wait till she sees what I have planned for the party. -R, I start typing, delete it, then finally respond. You are not the only one with plans. 3 dots appear then, choosing sides already, little sister. Smart girl. I look back at the club, where Mom is probably already calling her damage control committee. Then at the USB drive in my hand, the copy I kept for myself. Rachel might think she's the only one one who can destroy this perfect family image. But she forgot something important. I learned from the best too. And unlike her, I know all their current secrets, not just the old ones. The valet brings my rental car around. As I drive away, I catch a glimpse of someone watching from the club's second floor, a familiar figure in designer clothes. My phone buzzes one last time. See you at the party, sis. Don't forget to bring a gift. I know I won't. I smile despite myself. Oh, I'll bring a gift. R8 20. 8 years of lies are about to come due, and everyone's going to pay their share, starting with the sister who thought she could play me. Your sister tried to kill me. Tyler's voice on my voicemail sounds panicked. Nothing like the confident man who left me for Rachel 3 weeks ago. The car, the brakes when Olivia, please call me back. T. Here's something you need to know about her. I delete the message and take another sip of wine, watching the sunset from my hotel room. The anniversary party is tomorrow, and suddenly everyone wants to confess their sins too late. My laptop screen glows with Rachel's carefully constructed life. Graduated top of her class from Yale. Dad's alma mater coincidence. Built a successful wedding planning empire by 30. And now multiple fraud investigations pending. Reffed out Little Miss Perfect has been running a long con on wealthy brides across 3 states. I wasn't her first victim, just her most personal. A knock at my door makes me freeze. Through the peephole, I see Mom looking less polished than usual in a simple black dress. I know you are in there, Olivia, she calls out. Please, 5 minutes. I open the door but block the entrance. Did Dad send you? He doesn't know I am here. She looks smaller, somehow older. Can I come in? Here is something you need to see. Against my better judgment, I step aside. Mom walks straight to the minibar and pours herself a vodka, no twist, no ice. Not her usual country club style. Before you show me whatever evidence you've manufactured, I start. But she cuts me off by placing an old envelope on the table. I wrote this the day we gave her up. Mom's hands shake as she opens it. I was supposed to give it to her on her 18th birthday, but when the time came, I couldn't face her. Inside is a letter, the paper yellow with age, and a photograph I've never seen. Mom in a hospital bed, holding 2 babies. She's smiling, but there are tears on her face. We were going to keep you both, she whispers. We had it all planned. A tiny apartment. Your father would work at his friend's law firm instead of joining your grandfather's practice. I'd finish college at night. He takes a shaky breath. Then your grandfather had his heart attack. What does that have to do with anything? He made it clear. Either we give up one baby and take over the family business, or he'd cut your father out completely. The practice, the trust funds, everything. She downs the vodka. We thought we were giving her a better life. A family who could love her without all this fun complexity. You thought wrong. I hold up the photo. She grew up watching us from the outside. Every Christmas card, every society page photo. We were living her life, I know. When she applied for the wedding planner position, I recognized her immediately. Those eyes were they're mine. Your father wanted to tell you, but she stops, composing herself. I was a coward. My phone buzzes. Another text from Rachel. Hope Mom's giving you the tragic mrikte. Ask her about the trust fund she canceled last year. Minus our mom sees the message over my shoulder and goes pale. She's wrong. I didn't cancel anything. Your father why's still lying. I show her the bank records. The payment stopped exactly 1 month before Rachel showed up in my life, right when Dad's firm started having financial troubles no one was supposed to know about. The pieces click together as I say it. Rachel didn't just want revenge. She needed money. The firm isn't in trouble. Mom says quickly, too quickly really. Then why is Dad selling his vintage car collection? Why did you quietly list the summer house? I pull up more documents on my laptop. She's been blackmailing you for months. Mom sinks into a chair, suddenly looking every bit her age. How did you? I'm a financial analyst, Mom. Or did you forget that while planning my perfect society wedding, another text from Rachel, TikTok parties tomorrow? Righty, help me destroy them? Or should I release the evidence myself? Mom sees it and stands up shakily. Whatever you are planning for tomorrow, fine please. Your father's heart fawn is as fake as everything else in this family. I open the door, Dacian Mom after she leaves. I stare at the old photograph for a long time. 2 babies identical down to their hospital bracelets. One destined for country clubs and privilege, the other for revenge. But Mom's story doesn't add up. The timing of the payments, Rachel's sudden appearance, Tyler's panicked voicemail fend. Here is something bigger happening. My phone buzzes one last time. Mad your choice yet, sis. Tomorrow was going to be explosive. You yet. I look at the party invitation on my desk, then at the photograph again. In the fading light, I notice something I missed before. The hospital bracelets are blurred, but one number is clear. Time to find out what really happened in 1995. The hospital archives smell like dust and secrets. At 6 a.m., hours before the anniversary party, I am breaking every rule in the book thanks to a security guard who still remembers me volunteering here during college. 10 minutes. Miss Harrison, he whispers. That's all I can give you. I scan through the July 1995 records, my heart pounding. Pardis certificates, medical charts in there, a discrepancy that changes everything. My phone vibrates. Tyler calling again. This time I answer. The brakes weren't meant for me, he says immediately. Rachel fun, she thought your parents would be driving that car. What? She's not who you think she is, Liv. She's not. Even the call cuts off. When I try to call back, it goes straight to voicemail. My hands shake as I photograph the hospital records. According to these documents, Rachel Mitchell wasn't born on the 15th of July, 1995. She was born on the 14th of July to a different mother. The real Mitchell twin died hours after birth, which means Rachel, whoever she is, has been running an elaborate con, one that started long before she met me. My phone buzzes with a text from her. Mund, anything interesting in those dusty old files? Necropcamp, I freeze. How did she breach safe? The security camera in the corner blinks red, of course. She's been watching me this whole time. Who are you really? I text back, smart girl. Our view long enough. See you at the party if you are brave enough to show up. I forward Tyler's voicemail to my email, then delete it from my phone. Whatever game Rachel's playing, she's not the only one who can set traps back at my hotel. I find an unmarked package outside my door. Infly-eyed is a worn leather diary with a note. Thought you might want to read the real story. The woman who, according to these entries, lost her baby girl the same night I was born, the 14th of July, 1995. They said she didn't make it, but I heard her cry. I heard her progress. 1995. The Harrisons lost one of their twins too. Sad night. Sad hospital. The coincidence feels wrong. December 1995. Want proof today. The nurse admitted it. There was a switch. Money changed hands. My baby didn't die. She was sold. My hands tremble as I read. Catherine Mitchell spent years trying to prove her baby was stolen, not dead. She believed someone at the hospital had taken her healthy infant and replaced it with a dying one. She died still searching for answers. The pieces start falling into place. Rachel isn't my long-lost twin. She's Catherine Mitchell's daughter, believing my parents stole her life. But if she's not my sister Fick, who is she working with? How did she get all that insider information about my my family. My phone lights up with a series of rapid-fire texts. Mom, please don't come to the party. It's not safe, Dad. Whatever she told you, it's not true. We can't explain, Rachel. Time to choose, Olivia. Justice or family. I open my laptop and start digging deeper. Rachel's perfectly crafted background starts to unravel. Yale degree, full-topped wedding planning empire. Crutcher on stolen identities and laundered money. But the money trail leads somewhere unexpected. A law firm. Dad's law firm. Another text from Rachel. Check your email. You'll want to see this before the party. The email contains a video. Security footage from the hospital. Dated the 14th of July, 1995. A nurse hands a baby to a man in a suit. A man who looks exactly like my father's law partner, Richard Mitchell, Catherine's husband. Rachel's supposed adoptive father. The same man who's giving the anniversary toast tonight. My phone rings again. This time, it's Richard Mitchell himself. I assume you've seen the video, he says without preamble. Come to my office. Now, before Rachel does something we'll all regret. Why should I trust you? Because he sighs heavily. I am the one who helped your parents steal that baby. And Rachel thinks she's not just looking for revenge. She's looking for her real father. The party starts in 6 hours. Exhibition will be there. My parents, Richard, Rachel, Tyler, all the players in this twisted game. But first, I need to know the truth. I grab the diary, my laptop, and the USB drive. Whatever happens at the anniversary party, one thing is clear. Someone's lying about that night in 1995, and I am done being the perfect daughter who never asks questions. Richard Mitchell's office feels like a confessional, dark wood, heavy curtains, and the weight of 28 years of lies pressing down on every surface. Your father didn't know, he says, pouring himself a scotch with trembling hands. Neither did Catherine. The switch was between me and the nurse. Why, he pulls out an old photograph, him and my father in law school, young, smiling, arms around each other's shoulders. Your father was my best friend. When Catherine and I couldn't have children when we lost our baby girl that night, but I made a choice. You stole one of my parents' twins. I saved your sister's life. His voice cracks. She was the weaker one. The doctors said she wouldn't make it. Your parents were focused on you, the stronger baby. I had access to experimental treatments through my medical clients. Treatments your parents couldn't afford. My head spins. So Rachel Find is not Rachel Mitchell. He downs his scotch. Her real name is Sarah Harrison, your twin. The one we saved. The room seems to tilt. All those childhood dreams of having a sister. They were real, but not like this. Never like this. Never like this. W, here is the real Rachel Mitchell dead. Just like the records show. He opens his desk drawer and pulls out a USB drive. Everything's here. The hospital records, the treatments, the payments. I kept track of every detail. Does she know that you are not? Then she found out 6 months ago. Catherine's diary, the same one you have. That's when she started planning. He looks at his watch. The anniversary party isn't just about exposing the truth. She's planning something worse. My phone buzzes. A message from the sister I never knew I had. Out daddy's secrets yet. Hope so party starting early. Prykerb comp attached is a photo of the country club security feed. Mom and dad arriving early to supervise decorations. Tyler pacing in the parking lot and a series of small black devices planted around the building. Those look like explosives, Richard confirms grimly. Military grade. She has a contact, someone else with a grudge against your father's firm. They've been planning this for months. We have to call the police. She has a dead man's switch on her phone. One call to authorities and everything goes up. He grabs my arm. But she might listen to you, her real sister. Another text. Tick tock. 1 hour until the fireworks start. Unless what I text back. Unless you help me destroy them another way. I have proof of every illegal case dad's firm buried. Every rich client they protected. Come join the right side of justice, sis. I look at Richard, who's aged 10 years in the last hour. How many secrets is she talking about? Enough to ruin everyone involved, your father included. He slumps in his chair. I tried to protect both my daughters. Instead, I created this nightmare. My phone lights up again. Tyler. She's here. Front entrance. Wearing red. Please tell me you are coming. She's acting strange. And dad. Whatever happens, remember we love you. I stand up. My decision made. Give me the USB drive. What are you going to do? Save my family. All of them. I head for the door. Even the sister who wants to destroy us. Olivia. Richard calls after me. Here's something else you should know. About that night about why Catherine was so sure her baby was stolen. But I am already running to my car. The country club is 15 minutes away. The party starts in 45 minutes and somewhere in that building my twin sister is about to choose between justice and revenge. My phone buzzes one last time. A final message from Sarah. Rachel. Aren't out the last secret yet? About who really gave the order to switch the babies. Here is a hint. Check mom's old diary. The one she keeps in her bedside table. Write out perfect country club wives had the darkest secrets of all. I grip the steering wheel harder, remembering mom's strange behavior lately. Her insistence on changing the party venue at the last minute. The way she avoided looking at Rachel directly. The pieces click into place. Richard didn't act alone that night, and in less than an hour every secret, every lie, every carefully buried truth is about to explode one way or another. I press the accelerator praying I am not too late to stop the destruction of two families, or maybe somehow to save them both. The country club parking lot is a sea of luxury cars and ticking bombs. I spot Sarah, still Rachel to everyone else, by the fountain, resplendent in a red dress that matches the revenge burning in her eyes. Hello, sister, she says, her smile, sharp as broken glass, ready for the family reunion. Disarm them. I hold up Richard's USB drive. I have what you want. The real evidence. Oh, but I have something better. She pulls out a worn leather diary. Mom's diary. Want to know who really played God that night? Who decided which twin lived in luxury and which one died? Before I can respond, Tyler appears behind her. Liv. Don't listen. Sarah spins around, her composure cracking for the first time. You just can't help playing both sides, can you, Tyler? She laughs bitterly. Tell her. Tyler's face drains of color. I was trying to protect you, Liv, when I found out what she was planning. He's been working with your father's firm for months. Sarah cuts in, gathering evidence about their corrupt cases. He only proposed to you to get closer to the family secrets. The ground shifts under my feet. Is that true? Not at first, Tyler whispers. I fell in love with you for real. That's why I couldn't go through with her plan. Inside, the party is starting. Through the windows, I see Mom gripping Dad's arm too tightly. Both of them scanning the crowd. Richard stands alone by the bar looking like a man at his own execution. 10 minutes, Sarah checks her phone. That's how long you have to decide. Help me expose them all. Or Frenchie gestures to her phone where a dead man's switch up blows ominously. Why the bombs? If you have all this evidence, insurance. Her smile falters. All those years in hospitals fighting to survive while you lived their perfect life. It wasn't perfect. I stuck closer and it wasn't your fault or mine. No, she agrees, opening Mom's diary. It was hers. Read it. The entry is dated the 14th of July, 1995. Made the hardest choice of my life today. Richard offered to save her, the weaker baby, said he and Catherine could give her the care she needs. Better she live with them than die with us. Robert doesn't know. He can never know. I chose for it. My hands shake. Mom chose. She played God. Sarah's voice breaks. She gave me away, then spent 28 years pretending I never existed. While another mother died searching for her real daughter, I finished finally understanding Catherine Mitchell exactly. Sarah's finger hovers over her phone. So sister dear, ready to help me burn it all down. I look at the diary, then at the USB drive in my hand, evidence of 2 decades of lies, not just about us, but about every case Dad's firm buried, every rich criminal they protected. Here is another way, I say carefully. One that doesn't end in explosions. She laughs. What turn myself in, go to jail while they keep living their perfect lives. Number, I pull out my own phone, open the recording app. We tell the truth, all of it, live. I point to the stage where Richard is preparing to give his anniversary toast, the same stage where local news cameras are setting up to cover the society event of the season. They wanted a perfect family photo op. What, I hold out my hand. Let's give them something real instead. Sarah stares at my outstretched hand, her own shaking slightly. They'll destroy us. No, Tyler steps forward, his lawyer instincts kicking in. They can't. Not with what we know. All of us inside. The music starts. Mom takes the microphone, ready to begin her perfectly scripted speech about family and loyalty. Sarah looks at her phone, then at me. For a moment, I see past the revenge and rage to the sister I might have known. The one who fought to survive while I fought to be perfect. Okay, she whispers finally. But I do the talking, we both do. I correct her. We're twins, remember? We're twins, remember? A real smile flickers across her face, the first I've ever seen. Ready to destroy Mom's perfect anniversary party. Ready to tell the truth. I link my arm through hers. All of it as we walk toward the entrance. I text Richard. Get everyone's phones. Now, because in 5 minutes, every society matron, every corrupt lawyer, every perfectly polished guest is about to learn what really happens at night in 1995. And more importantly, they're about to learn what happens when you try to bury the truth about family. Mom sees us first. The microphone slips from her fingers as we walk in arm in arm, identical smiles on our faces. Hello, Mother, we say in unison, reading for your real anniversary surprise. 28 years ago, Sarah's voice rings through the ballroom. 2 babies were born at Mercy Hospital. One was declared dead. The other grew up in this world, your world of country clubs and charity galas. The room is dead silent. Phones are out recording. Mom stands frozen by the podium, Dad's hand gripping her arm. Richard has moved closer to the stage, his face ashen. But that's not the whole story, is it? Mom, tell them what really happened that night. Or should we, Olivia? Mom whispers. Please whine. No more pleading. Sarah cuts in. No more secrets. She holds up Mom's diary. Tell them how you chose, which twin lived in luxury and which one was given away. A murmur ripples through the crowd. Cell phones rise higher. In the back, I spot a local news reporter going live. It's not that simple. Mom grabs the microphone. She was dying. The doctor said that I needed specialized care. Sarah finishes. Care that Richard Mitchell offered to provide using his medical client's experimental treatments. While his wife Catherine was told her baby died that night. The whispers grow louder. Society matrons clutch their pearls. Dad steps forward, confusion etched on his face. Marion, he turns to Mom. What is she talking about? She made a deal, I say clearly into the microphone. Give away to sicker, twin to the Mitchells. Pretend she died and keep the perfect family facade. Mom's perfect makeup can't hide her tears now. I was trying to save you both by lying to your husband. Richard's voice booms from the back. By letting my wife die thinking her baby was dead. While you buried evidence of corrupt clients, Sarah adds, holding up the USB drive. Preta, an empire on protecting criminals who could pay enough. The news cameras are definitely rolling now in the crowd. I recognize faces from Dad's firm, their expressions ranging from horror to fury. Everything we did, Dad starts, but I cut him off, was about keeping up appearances. I gesture around the ballroom. Like this party, like my perfect wedding to the guy you planted to spy on her own daughter. Tyler flinches. More gasps from the audience. Enough. Mom's voice cracks like a whip. You want the truth? Yes, I chose. I chose to save my baby instead of watching her die. I chose to give you a chance at life. She points at Sarah, even if it meant giving you up. I chose to protect our family's reputation, our lifestyle, everything we built. No. Sarah and I say together, you chose wrong. I pull out my phone, start playing the recording from Richard's office, his confession about the baby switch, the evidence of buried cases, the years of lies, your perfect family. Sarah's voice is steel. It's built on fraud, corruption, and a stolen baby. And now I add, everyone knows. The ballroom erupts in chaos. Phones buzz with notifications as the story hits social media. Dad's law partners rush for the exit. Society wives huddle in corners, already rewriting their allegiances. What do you want? Mom asks quietly, defeated. Sarah looks at the phone in her hand, the one controlling the explosives. For a moment, I hold my breath. Then she deletes the app. I want what you never gave me, she says the truth. And a choice. I take her hand. We both do. The next hour is a blur of police statements, reporter questions, and shocked guests fleeing the scene. Dad's firm partners are already calling emergency meetings. The country club board is voting to revoke memberships. But in the middle of the chaos, something unexpected happens. Mole walks up to Sarah, tears streaming down her face. I read every medical update Richard sent. Cytodated every surgery you survived, kept every photo he secretly shared. She opens her clutch, pulls out a worn envelope, and fighter dozens of photos Sarah growing up, but from a distance. I never stopped watching over you, she whispers. I just didn't know how to face what I'd done. Sarah stares at the photos, her hand shaking. I needed a mother, not a spy. I know. Mom looks at both of us. I don't expect forgiveness, but maybe we can try for truth. Outside, police lights flash. The deck will have questions about Dad's firm. The society pages will feast on this scandal for months. But right now, in this moment, 2 sisters stand together, finally holding all the pieces of their broken history. Truth, I agree, looking at Sarah. It's a start. She nods slowly, a start, as the police entered the finery.